Well, hello there. There we go. Sorry about that. I was, everything is good. Everything is groovy. I was just got slightly caught up doing something I had to resolve. Well, I say resolve. Anyway, so, as you can see, this is what we were working on over on old Twitch Arena yesterday. Got to say, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking thus far. It's not perfect by any stretch of any imagination, but we can still work on it. This is deliberately supposed to be in the shadow, like this recessed part, so it is supposed to be darker. I have put a bit of the colour in there, Martin. How the hell are you, sir? Happy Tuesday. Oh god, it's one of those days already. It's only I've been editing all morning and on that computer. It's just anyway, I'm very tired. I'm just tired as usual, it seems to be. However, I'm pretty happy. Like, we did this the majority of this base over on Twitch. Yesterday I sort of suddenly snapped and thought I got to make some headway on it. We started putting the base in. Some skelly bits, some skulls. Obviously, it's 40k. Apparently, you got to have skulls everywhere. We got to work on this little poster there. We got to do some more rust and such. well. So they were umming and ahhing. The issue is, they wouldn't like their offer. They'd already dropped £50,000 on the price on the secondary price initially. I mean, we already dropped down to, so it was initially at 575, and then we changed the market price to 550. We dropped 50. So they were saying apparently we haven't dropped enough for their taste. We dropped £1,000 as a token gesture. And well, we're basically giving them till tonight, so I got to wait another few more hours until end of business today. Frankly, I don't know. That is ridiculously cheap for a house of this size in this area, in this part of town as well. We know that there's stuff to do, but it's they're taking the mick now. I can't take the tension either. It's terrible. Reno, how you doing today? Thank you. Yeah, so we were doing this on old Twitch. I know you were sleeping yesterday, Reno. I hope you're feeling better today. I do need more sleep. We still got more work to do. So I think yesterday I said we needed to do some sort of recess shading and stuff. Like within these scratches and these divots, we got to put some Agrax Earthshade, I think, rather than Nuln Oil. I think Agrax is probably the way to go in this situation, assuming I can find the paint. So yeah, I can't cope with the tension either. It's gonna be very nice once it's over with. However, but if you want to know how I did the cement, I started off with Skaven Blight Dinge. I got to say the PG version, and then we use these two colors, which I think are pretty good cement colors. Cyanide Grey, it's sort of a greenish, brownish color, which I reckon's a pretty good colour for sort of, certainly wet cement, definitely. I reckon it kind of looks pretty accurate. And then, of course, cement grey as a sort of dried cement. So we used a bit of both, all of those three colours. And that's basically got us to where we are. And some just dry brushing, and then a tiny bit of metal paint. That's your favoured steel colour. And then we used, to make some drips there, we're going to probably add a few more. We used Snakebite Leather, which is this bad boy right here. Contrast paint, I just realised. Oh no. And Scrag Brown. So that's basically the only colours we've used. Not better waiting for a call from a GP, looks like. Well, thank you. I did paint it up on Twitch yesterday. So the plan is I need to go over the last couple of weeks of footage from Twitch and re-up and chop out any breaks I take and then upload those to my VOD channel. I do technically have a VOD channel. I'm trying to upload stuff to that channel. I didn't know. I really was a bit conflicted about do I upload it to this channel and potentially populate this YouTube channel with a bunch of streams and basically stuff which isn't PG. Not that it's filthy, but you know, it's not really PG. I swear on that channel. So I don't know. What is this based from? This is from Kayvan Shrike. So it's a Raven Guard miniature. The base that he sort of... So these claws. So he's a Raven Guard. Like on his boots, he's got some like spiky things. So you see these sort of scratches, which are from those. From his boots. Because he's kind of chilling on here. Also, I realised I left this lid of paint open last night. It was like this when I just saw it. And like it's still in there. But it is disgusting and quite skanky. So I'm going to put some water in there. And hope, beyond hope, that at least there's some usable paint. It's the curse of these bloody bottles, though. In fact, I'm going to have to fish this out now before I forget. And it's just terrible. It's very savable. It's just it seems to... Ugh. This is the thing I hate about these bottles. I mean, I think there's always going to be... I think the original P3... Well, the original pots of GW paint are the winning pots as far as I'm concerned. P3 uses them to great success. As does Warcolor. The Nostalgia range. Oh, God. Yeah, I wish they... problem is, though, for GW, these pots are a lot less paint, so compared to... I say it's a problem for GW. So, like, these pots of paint compared to like, the P3 pots of paint, and the Nostalgia range, these are 24mm pots of paint, I believe. 20mm, my bad. Compared to whatever these are. 12mm. Anyway. Jammy, hello, good afternoon to you. Reno, I hope that doctor's appointment is soon. Right? I want to see you getting back to maximum health ASAP. Yeah, it's savable. There is paint in there. The thing is, I need to order Celestra Grey, another Ushabti Bone paint, Ulthan Grey as well, probably. Those colours, which I kind of use a lot, they get crusty quite quickly. Disgusting. Being given the helpful time frame of PM. Oh no. Well, any time between 12, like midday 01, and I don't know, whenever they close, 5:30 PM. I love those time zones, frames. Yeah, we're going to call you sometime in the afternoon. Great, so now I have to stay... Oh, it was... Admittedly, it was worse in the good old days. Where you gave them your house number. Rather than a mobile number, and you had to stay... You had to basically stay within the house. Relatively near a phone. But now at least you can give them like a mobile number, so if you need to go out, you can go out with the mobile and be like, yo, what's up? This is the problem. Okay, so Rakarth flesh, and then we need to break out the Pallid Witch flesh on it. So there's the Pallid Witch flesh. Rakarth flesh is somewhere on the desk. Here. I can't leave too... No. I know. Well, I didn't know, Reno, but I mean, at least nowadays, if you're kind of able to leave the house and you need to, leaving the house with the mobile is at least an option. I'm very sorry to hear that the dizzy thing is happening. Hopefully they can resolve it and you can get an appointment soon. You know. Right, so the Rakar flesh. Also, is this camera... No, it's alright. Rakar flesh, where are you? Right, so we put a bit of Agrax around this. But we're going to tidy it up. I mean, the thing is, this paper's supposed to be in a destroyed bunker. So... the question of having some fresh-looking paper is a bit of a weird one. I think, however, I did say that potentially, like the highest. Well, I said yesterday the highest donator would get their name put on this piece of paper somehow. I don't quite know how, truth be told. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll just leave it sort of pallid. We'll just work up to pallid witch flesh and leave it at that for the moment, though. Wait for it to dry. What is everyone's plans today, apart from speaking to doctors and stuff? I had a slight headache last night. I thought it was going away. And as soon as I asked what everyone's doing today... Is the camera frozen? Camera's frozen. This is amazing. Enjoy that image of my hand for a second while I'm going to hit the Be Right Back page and hope it's not a camera or anything. Alright, let's see if this does anything. Painting? Video capture device. Anyway, I'm still here, folks. Don't... let me... Properties. I don't know what's going to happen when I do this. Deactivate? Activate. This is live. There we go. So sorry for that. You're just working away until I have to get the boy. I wouldn't mind getting a bit of painting done tonight. Well, it is Tuesday, Martin. Bit of Tuesday painting. But will depend on when everyone goes to bed. Healthy amounts of whiskey in in drinks this evening. And I was going to say too much food. I guess there is a concern with like food hitting the food coma point is a maybe it's a lofty goal. I would be concerned about overfeeding them and providing too much energy, though. Whiskey for everyone. At least your hand is clean. Yeah, there is that. There is that. I do apologise. Basically, I put some Rakar flesh on there. We are going to highlight up to pallid witch flesh for it. We do have a bit more rust bits to do, and also we've got to do some dry brushing of the actual base. And then we are going to also add some pigments and stuff, and a bit more of this yellow, dusty colour up the sides of this, so that it's been kind of... We're going to add some pigments as well, like along these crevices, so it looks like dust has been blown up and is kind of, you know, just settled in there. Too much food with the wee one? Well, yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, well, we don't want that, so we don't want that. Okay. So yeah, I was editing basically what I think I was trying to say earlier. Oh god. I was editing all morning. Well, not all morning. I was umming and I was staring at the screen going, I don't know if I actually want to edit today. I did in the end. I got down, I got it down from about 40 minutes to 24 minutes, which is pretty good. I ideally would like my YouTube videos below 20, so I've got to kind of annihilate 4 more minutes, which is going to be a bit of an issue. We'll see what we can do, though. So the Scrag Brown is this lighter brown colour. I do have Riser Rust, but I rarely use that one. There's some more Scrag Brown. Can be a bit of rust in that crevice, right? I don't want it looking too new, so that's why we... I mean, normally I would be very tempted to weather the hell out of it. And leave it a bit sort of... I guess if there's rust drizzling down this little crack here, then potentially we can get some rust juice in here. Now, I know this is also a desert scene, right? So how much liquid is really there? I guess at nighttime, like the constant evaporation of any liquid, and then evaporation, condensation and evaporation might, like at nighttime, might sort of bring on the rust. It's been a while. There's enough cleaning up as there is. I know, Martin. Well, I don't know. What I hear from my 2 brothers, though, they have a whale of it. They really enjoy being fathers. It's worth it. Hashtag worth it. I don't know, Martin. It's... Let me have a look. Well, I mean, all the arrows on the YouTube stats, they're all kind of pointing up for the month, right? Like for the last 28 days. It's all like upward pointing green arrows, which as far as I'm concerned is good. Like the actual channel growth is painfully slow. I do understand though that like there are thousands of YouTube channels, millions of YouTube channels, thousands of mini painting kind of, you know, hobby channels. And like I'm sort of just like nestled in there, right? So evidently I've got to figure out what I need to do for this channel to make it kind of stand out and hopefully get a bit of traction. Unfortunately, I don't want to completely blame my house situation as holding me back, but it is an issue. Saying that though, once I do move, it is going to give me the opportunity to hopefully get a completely new room just for mini painting, and ideally a tiny little table just for potentially a bit of gaming. So that will hopefully bring on a bit of something, but in the meantime I do have to figure out what the hell, like the vibe of this channel, like the everything, to kind of make it help. It's going to give me time to help figure out what I need to do to improve this channel and get it moving in the right direction. As for Twitch, I think it's universally known that Twitch growth, unless you're kind of picked out from everyone else streaming to be the next best thing, unless you're picked out and put on all the top pages and all that kind of stuff, growth on Twitch is horrific. I was looking at the numbers, and growth within the first year was great, right? And then it's just basically kind of not flatlined, but almost. It's just been like that, right? I've been around about 4,500 followers. I wish subscribers on Twitch for a year, verging on 2 years, and that's just not good as far as I'm concerned. Icarus, hello. Sorry, I did see your name pop in, but I was on my brain was already on a rant, and I Couldn't say hello, but hello there. I hope you're well. Happy Tuesday to you. I am enjoying YouTube, though, saying that. Like, it's a strange one. It is a strange one. I am enjoying the streaming on YouTube. Hopefully I can get everything organized and like get rebranded. That is the thing on my mind that I'm trying not to think about too much. So this is Agrax. I do want to do like a rebrand for this channel, like a rename and all that stuff, but I'm just struggling coming up with names. I don't know, but maybe that's just all a weird opinion of mine and it's completely unfounded. Do you know what I mean? Jam, you're incensed. Spent an hour and a half double sleeving a magic deck, only to discover it won't fit into the deck box you bought. You bought a second for the other deck? Oh no. Jammy, okay. Let's workshop it. What? Would it take a single sleeve? Just not a double sleeve. Is that the issue? You're entirely blaming the house situation. No, I think it would be naive of me if I was to completely blame the house moving situation. It's definitely a convenient thing, but it's, you know, I know people in a lot worse situations have got excellent channels, so it's not just that. It's just an issue. Building momentum now, only have to stop would likely damage the channel more than help it. Yeah, that is the main issue that I've got in my mind, Martin. Which is why I've got 3 more Space Marine videos to record this week, and then I have enough videos to last me until the beginning of December. I mean, admittedly, I have to edit them, so that gives me till the beginning of December. Then I've got to try and cram in enough video recording so that I have enough videos to put out until January, maybe early February. So I'm trying to cram in all the foot recording I can. It's just exhausting. Hey, 3:30. Hell yes, Reno. Hell yes. I hope that goes smoothly and they're able to get something organized. First test of the spray gun. It's a very fine mist. Well, I mean, that's an excellent start, Icarus. At least spray is coming out of the nozzle. That is a step in the right direction. It's rated for 100 double sleeve cards, but the sleeves are in. We'll hold the rest and a token, so not the end of the world. Just inconvenient. Yeah. No, I understand that, Jammy. I don't play. Oh, it was Magic the Gathering, of course. That's what it was. I don't play Magic, and I never have, so I don't really know much about it. I do know that there are fancy cards out there, and putting them into sleeves is a good move. And that is where my knowledge ends. Oh, hold on. I don't mean you don't put anything out on the channel. I meant if you were doing a rebrand. Oh, yes. No, exactly, Martin. I mean, the plan is, once I'm in the new house, have the rebrand go live then, rather than now. So I've got a few months to, like, work on the rebrand, and then at least I'll have, like, a backlog of footage, even if it is old brand, if that makes any sense. No, I do completely agree with you, and that is the plan, at least. So, we are doing Agrax Earthshade. We've got all these bullet holes and things. Shell holes? Shell holes? Shell impacts. Oh, there. So... Okay, managed to save that before any disasters happen. Pick a colour to practice with. Any colour from Citadel. Scream pink. Screamer Pink. Basically my favourite colour. It's a fabulous colour. And everyone should love it as much as I do. So normally I'd probably be using enamels and stuff for this, but we're not doing that today. We are going to be using pigments and things. Pigments, but no enamels on this bad boy. I've decided on a Space Marine chapter. You're going with Ultramarines because I know you were conflicted yesterday with the idea of the sweet Black Templars. As my orcs are goths, so they have loads of black. I need something brighter. Oh, I do understand that, Reno. Yeah, there's a change of palette is definitely a good thing. Rather than continuing like always painting similar colors. Definitely a good call. Unless of course, Reno, unless of course you fancy doing your own custom chapter. That is always another option. You know? Screamer Pink, and you have it too. Hell yes. I'm fond of that colour. I'm not sure on the rules for them. I don't want to buy a codex for the army I don't have yet. What, for the Ultramarines, Redo? The Ultramarines don't have a specific codex. I think it's just a regular in this Space Marine rulebook. You know? I know they used to. I don't believe they do anymore. We are making some progress with this. Maybe a tiny bit of null in these deepest recesses might be a good move. But we have got some Agrax in there. I'm going to get some Agrax at the top bits there. Sup, Tubbs, you saucy beast? Oh, custom stuff. Oh, Reno, you basically pick what you want. I think there are guides out there for building custom chapters and stuff. I just haven't done it. I certainly would like to in the future. I would love a custom chapter, but my main issue is, frankly, I can't make my mind up, and also I'm terrible at making lore. So if I was going to do a custom chapter, which would be a long-term goal for the channel, well, one of the many long-term goals I would like to have going on, apart from more time and just general scenery building, is a custom chapter. Coming up with lore and paint jobs, and already, like, my mind was... I was reading an email this morning. It was from Cult's, like, a 3D printing site, right? And one of the people had put out a thing. And the name that popped into my mind, the Pink Plunderers, which just sounded Basically an excuse to paint magenta. But also it has a ridiculous name. The Badger chapter, Reno, well that is definitely an option, yeah. Frantically painting some Death Company, you saucy rascal. Hey, I'm painting Death Company as well. Well, I was painting this guy over on Twitch yesterday. At twitch.tv/gloriousbadger, in case you're watching the VOD. We'll be going back to painting this as well on Twitch. But this is the base for him. We do need to make... We painted this on Twitch as well. We just need to make some progress on it. And a Sang Priest ready for an event on Saturday. Tubbs, are you going to absolutely decimate your enemies? Are you going to crush them beneath your boots? And take no prisoners? All in a very polite and nice manner. So we are doing some shading with some Agrax at the moment. I will bring in a smidgen of Null for some of probably the deepest recesses, but for now, Agrax is doing the business. We got to get the kind of is it casement? I believe it's casement. I could be really wrong. And they get casement windows. I think that's like... We may come back with the edge highlight again. Well, cement grey. This is airbrush color. Air thing. But we could always come back and add a bit of brightness if required. I wonder if you use Space Wolves as a basis for a Badger-based chapter. Could finally go back to my roots as a professional Space Wolf collector. Everything either has a jump pack or a bike, so I'm just going to yeet forward and roll some dice. That sounds like an excellent way. Either, Tubbs, it's going to be it sounds like the game is going to be very short. Which you know, but more time in the pub, right? More time in the pub. More time mentally preparing for the next game, or you just get decimated really quickly. Either way, fun shall ensue, hopefully. That's the aim of the game, right? Well, competitive, crushing your opponents and winning the gold or whatever. Winning the pot of paint or whatever the prize is. I suppose that would be the aim of the game. But having fun, obviously. Well, Reno, it's my I do my best to make noises. Give advice. It might not always be the best advice, but I do my best. Thinned it too much, but the marine has a little pink on it. Well, Icarus, I know certainly when I use Screamer Pink, it's I have thinned it too much in the past. But the thing is with an airbrush, it's not really about hosing it down and getting saturation straight away. You got to wait for each individual layer to dry and build it up, you know. But it does mean that you can get some really smooth blends going on as well, using that thinness of the paints to get some of those smooth blends down. You're not too fussed if I win or lose. You just want to enter the painting competition. Yeah, Tubbs, I do want to. I'm going to put a Discord room into my Discord. Surprisingly enough, for painting competitions. Well, specifically Golden Demon next year. I don't think really I'm kind of at that point, but I want to enter it anyway. Like just for the experience. Wish I could travel a bit more. Lack of travel is a bit of an issue. All right, so we've added a bit more. There has been I'd say there's a definite issue right there. That's where the Agrax went. Like that. So, we are going to fix that with the power of Photoshop, probably. You got that issue on this side as well. It doesn't look quite so obvious. Definitely left a bit too much there. It's kind of... we can absolutely fix that, though. That is not an issue. We can fix it. We have the thingamajiggles. So what we'll do is we'll probably use stipple on some cyanide grey around those areas. We'll do a few scratches with the highlight color, and also we're going to be putting some dust and stuff on it anyway. So a lot of this kind of that tide mark as it is will disappear. Apart from that, though, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking thus far. Adding that recess shade and the panel lining in, such as, well, not panel, but you know what I mean. It's helped things a lot. Just need to focus on the actual base itself, like the sandy bits, and then we can bring some pigment up there. Now, let me catch up with chat. Conradson, hello there. How you doing today? Good afternoon to you. I did indeed. I bagged one for my Imperial Fists. I am going to get another one. Tubbs. Oh no, I know, Icarus. It's been a while since I've airbrushed the first time. That's for sure. By the way, oh god, I don't want to sign it. Oh no, I did the wrong thing and now it's broken. Okay, there we go. I got to sign into chat to use. I've already signed in. Anyway, we'll suffer with it. What I will say is, don't forget to like the stream, and also make sure you voted on that poll. Right? If you could vote on that poll, that would be majestic. I got to see the results thus far. Black Templars are just in the lead at 36%. Necrons are way back. They've been left behind. They're verging on being lapped at 6%. Orcs are coming in at number 2. In third position, we have Chaos Space Marines. So yeah, it looks like Black Templars potentially might be winning. We've got... I'm going to run this for another couple more days. And hopefully I need to post it to probably Twitter as a thing for people to do. Maybe I should post it to Twitter? I don't know. You just even things out. God bless you. Thank you. Oh god. Orcs are at 37. Oh my god. Necrons down to 5. Orcs are technically winning at the moment. So I am going to get another of those another of the 35th anniversary minis. Tubbs. Martin, did you decide on getting that mini? I know we were discussing it yesterday. You're going to convert one to be your jump pack captain? Have it pose... Tubbs, for my Blood Angels, I was pondering the exact same thing last night. I know, I was watching... Tabletop Titans. They've got a nice Smash Captain mini using one of the limited or Limited Sergeants, I can't remember what his name is, though. They put some Sanguinary Guard wings on him, blinged him up. I think he's actually, a Dante miniature that they've done. Orcs now joint first, hell yes. Voted for Orcs as you paint a lot of... I do paint a lot of Marines. I'm very happy to paint Orcs. Obviously, I'm not a complete monster. Let me see if I can... I don't know, do Tabletop Titans have an Instagram page? Maybe they have the mini there. Tabletop T-I... Oh. They do have an Instagram page. I'm glad to see that. I'm going to see if they have... Joven! That's the one. Yes. Joven. I see if I can show the picture on stream, because I saw it last night and thought, well, hello there. I like what I'm seeing. Joven, exactly. I do have one of those minis. I wish I purchased more, but I didn't. So I must suffer as a result. Anyway, folks, do make sure you've shared this channel to everyone you know. And all that kind of good stuff. Even if they don't like mini painting, share it and be like, yo. I heard you like amazing people. You're definitely going to treat yourself to it. Hopefully order it. Hell yes, Martin. Yeah, I reckon it's a fabulous looking mini, and I'm definitely looking forward to painting it up. Their Dante conversion is Joven, yeah. I was looking at it last night. I don't think I'd seen that conversion before, and I saw it and I was like, ooh, that's I'm definitely not tempted to do something like that. Yo, look at this stud. Yeah. Pretty much. In respectfully, apparently. Supposed to add that word as well, I think. So yeah, we got this tide mark here to do. I reckon. I was wondering if maybe we could do like some rust streaks down the front, but I don't really see the option of doing it except for like around this little bit of metal here. There's a bit of a rust stain going on up here from this bit of rebar there, which I suppose we can give that a bit of oomph to. But yeah, I do have to figure out the whole like vibe of this channel. I must say I am kind of like I do kind of like streaming here on YouTube as well. Must be said. I need some more... Oh my god, my hair. Alright. More Scrag Brown. I got to keep an eye on the time, because I am going to be going over to twitch.tv/gloriousbadger to wiggle my eyebrows some more and also paint more of this miniature. At 3 PM, Monday and Tuesday, and also, technically Friday. Technically Friday night, although as soon as I find out like confirmation either way about the house move, I am going to have to start preparing people mentally for the change that will happen, because I am going to have to start packing miniatures up, etc., and the general painting area. So there will become a point where I'm just going to be streaming video games. Now, do I stream that on my alternate Twitch account? No, maybe. Potentially, we might still have to... I don't know. I can't make my mind up. Do I use the alternate channel? Or do I just continue using this account? Meg! You saucy beast! How's it going? How was Overwatch 2 last night? I know you were streaming that. You know how I know? 'Cause I got an email once I was in bed. The last thing I do is check my emails before I go to bed, and then I just usually see a bunch. I don't have many going live notifications for Twitch these days. I've got a few people on my going live things, but some of them are just, it's pointless because by the time I get the notification, it's too late. Half the time. Oh no, Jammy, no. As of last night, the word last night was apparently dropping £50,000 was not enough for them. So we made a token gesture of another £1,000, and basically said, "Take it or leave it." So, and then that was last night. We haven't heard anything this morning, so they've got till tonight, and then we're back on the market again, having wasted about 3 months or whatever it was. I just hate it that you basically end up having to take your house off the market once you have an offer in and you've accepted it. But meanwhile, those people can still go around looking for other houses to buy, but they keep this in their back pocket just in case they can't find anything. I think it's bloody awful. We get to lose like multiple months. This happened exactly a year ago. We had a buyer and they were going to potentially move in sort of around Christmas time, and then they backed out at the last minute. Like the utter scumbags that they are. I'm not remotely salty about it. Look at the hands. Well, hello. Thank you, Beck. Stream on the alt account and host on this one. Well, weirdly, they are stopping, or they have stopped hosting entirely. Hello? 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 Are you here? Can someone type? I can't tell if I'm live or not. Like, my computer's saying I'm live. That's one of the things which is why I can't stream late at night. What just happened just then? Weirdly happened on this computer for the first time. It's usually that computer. Hello? Howdy. Where was I? I was flirting with people. Let me get back to it. So as I was saying, streaming on the alt account, yeah. I mean, and hosting with the other one, but they just nuked the hosting thing over on Twitch, which is weird. You're playing Mass Effect. My bad. I didn't see that. Which Mass Effect were you doing? Yeah, I know, Meg. I know. It was, and basically you were one of the last things to go through my mind before I passed out last night. They didn't put Jammy. Yeah. If they put a deposit down, that's what I was thinking. They should put a deposit down when they say they're going to accept an offer. They should put a deposit down. Not a horrific amount, but enough for them to like think about it at least. At least think about backing out at the last minute. Mass Effect. Oh my, indeed, Meg. But that's anyway. So we are painting up. We did the majority of this over on Twitch. I do apologize for that. The internet connection going sideways. We got a bit of tidy up to do. As you can see, there's like a little tide mark, which was as a result of not fixing things. We are going to fix that over on Twitch very shortly. But I must say, I'm liking how this is looking thus far. We got some more dry brushing to do on this sandy stuff and add some pigments to it. I'm going to reserve this poster for, I don't know, a saucy person, I guess. But I reckon it's looking pretty okay. I don't think there's a huge amount to do more on it. maybe darken down like this corner here of the of the actual sand. That could be kind of a darker color. I think it's far too bright. Do you know what I mean? I think that sort of in a crescent like there should be a darker color. So we'll remedy that over on Twitch. Mass Effect 2. That's the one I put the most of my hours into. I haven't really played huge amounts of the first one. I started the third one and got sidetracked. Martin, I would love to do dioramas. I would like to do scenery, like full-on scenery streams, and well, not streams, probably videos. I mean, I'm very happy to paint scenery, but doing dioramas and scenery in itself, I fully intend on doing that once, you know, once I get more room. That is a thanks, Nightbot. That is a tip link. Lovely. Yeah, I'm happy with this. If I'm allowed to be happy, I'm pretty happy with this thus far. Played Zaid's mission for the first time. You're dumb and sacrificed the refinery workers. Well, that's what they're there for. And literally got to listen to them scream in the background the entire mission. Well, you know, Meg, tough decisions have to be made. And you're the right person to do it. Their sacrifice was for the greater good. And the screaming was just a soundtrack to the absolute domination of the rest of the game mission, right? I do need to paint this. Can't quite see it. There's a name tag right there. I think I'm going to paint it ivory. I was mulling this over. And we've got some edge highlighting to do. I've got to paint all of the edge. I decided last night, I think we're going to edge highlight all of the insides of the panels on my Death Guard geezer. So hopefully get around to doing some of that over on Twitch very shortly. The greater good, that's Tau Heresy. It is. It is. But also the greater good. If you like some Tau Heresy, I will eventually paint some more Tau Heresy up at some point. Be it here or on Twitch. Folks, I'm going to say thank you very much for hanging out. I do apologize for YouTube being a bit weird and basically disconnected me a few minutes ago. But it's close to the end of the stream, so that's all I can say. You've all been absolutely delicious and indeed nutritious. Do make sure if you're watching the VOD to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'm going to go over to Twitch where I'm going to have some lunch and then I'll be streaming over on Twitch at twitch.tv/gloriousBadger. Hopefully I can see you there in around about half an hour. Thank you so much. See you on the other side. Twitch, folks, indeed. Catch you later, folks. You've all been absolutely majestic. Toodly pip.